how about on a personal level when it comes to things that we were discussing before the podcast? We tend to everyone tends to procrastinate in some way, shape, or form. How making lists motivates you to that? We mentioned that there is that dopamine effect that you check the checklist and you cross things out. How does that affect your motivational levels?
The checklist doesn't give me a kick anymore,
All
to be
right.
honest. It's more understanding so on a personal level, I mean, I have quarterly targets that I need to reach. I have these objectives.
Okay. Right.
So that is like a KPI. If you reach it, you
Yeah.
can exceed this. Like if you're working in recruitment, you need to close X amount of roles in a month. That's a nice number. But beyond that, it's also seeing people develop and yourself develop at the same time within the business. So once the business starts growing, you can feel that you can keep on helping people grow within the business and also yourself grow within that environment. I think that is what motivates me to really keep on ticking those things off the list, because that is the effect. I mean, it's a result of all the hard work that goes in. But it's more a way of keeping myself organized rather than doesn't give me any sort of satisfaction. Anymore, perhaps. I mean, before it used to be nice, tick, yes, done.
All right.
Now it's wider than that.
Yes, for sure.
So it's more like goal-based OKRs, call them what you want at the end of the day. That can keep you really motivated and going and understanding that you're on track at the end of the day.
Yes. I think it gives you a clear vision of where you are, what have you accomplished, and where you're going.
Exactly.
I share the same thought that the crossing of checklists is not as effective as it used to be.
It used to give me some, but now I think
you get used to it. Over the years, I found myself developing multiple strategies. So it depends on the mood, I guess. So I use different ways of structuring my goals. There are times where I write things down. There are times where I do checklists. There are times where I try to visualize them in my mind, sort of, and to reach them. It depends. The message that I want to pass is that there is no one size fits all, definitely, and you can have multiple techniques to reach the same goal. Because we are, as humans, we are very complex and dynamic as well. So we change quite frequently, or our moods have an effect on us as well.
Yeah. And I like to have goals, but because I innate I like that element of competition. That's sort of okay. Let's exceed them and let's go. Let's move forward. Because it helps you push. I mean, to push beyond where you should be, to push out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if there's no element of goals, objectives, then it becomes a bit bland. It's not that interesting. That is when then I would lose my interest, because it becomes repetitive, it becomes monotonous. That's something that doesn't motivate me in reality. So it's more like understanding that's where we need to go. If we achieve this, we can achieve that. We can do this, we can go. We can execute this because we would have achieved this goal. I mean, one thing comes after another. And it's the same thing in my personal life. I never like to sit pretty and do nothing. I'm always like, what's next? Because that's me. And with that, there's another growth and learning opportunity.